Welcome back. You're still here on NAPALM, your new all Pinoy alternative music source, with our guest band for the week, Dozer. So before that, we would like to greet our corporate partners, no? So Code Disruptors Inc., represented by, of course, Pards Moro. Involution Corporation, represented by Miss Shirley De Ocampo. Big Benta and Big Media, represented by, of course, Charlie Diaz. Philippine Retailers Association, represented by Ms. Rosemary Ong and Madam Ebbs. And of course, our dynamic duo, Mr. Rolly Pagaspas and Raleigh Vargas, representing our home station, V81 Radio Worldwide. And last but not the least, our event management partner, Fiera de Manila, represented by Norilyn Barbiera. Okay, so just to introduce our guest artists, Dozer. They are a band actually that started in the 1990s, a UST student band. Let me call them one by one, no? Together with, of course, our co-anchor parts. So for vocals and rhythm guitar, Mr. Rands Neria.
Hi, Charlie. Hi,
For
Pards.
lead, hello, Rands. So for our lead guitar, Mr. Jem Habito.
Magandang umaga.
Okay. Good
Hapon.
morning. Oh, good morning from where you are located in Europe. And for bass, Mr. Ron Kwan.
Good day, Napalm. Hello.
Hello, Ronald.
Hello.
Okay, so I will have to mention, of course, for drums, Mr. Carl Escueta, but he is not available. But we will call upon also for drums, Mr. Joe Laig.
Good day.
Okay, so yan, parts. Take it away.
Yan. Magandang hapon. Dozer.
Magandang hapon sa'yo, Brad.
Nice.
Okay, so we have, sige. So, Dozer, the first question will be for, sige, si Jem muna, no? Si Rands muna, si Randy. Rands. Okay, Rands. So yung Dozer, what's the story behind the band name Dozer?
Yeah. Actually, the name Dozer came from our former band name, which was Bulldozer. Actually, may mga iba pang names, although nag-stick kami sa Dozer. It happened na early 90s. Sleepover kami kila, after band practice kila Carl. So, ayun, well, basically nakatitig lang kami dun sa shelf ng mga toys nila. Tapos may die-cast na laruan dun na Bulldozer. Alam mo na kung bakit ang 80s ka. Alam mo na yung tatak nun. So, yun. Basically, nung nag-agree naman kami dun sa Bulldozer and actually, na-relate namin dun sa sound namin kasi medyo may nagbanggit nga sa amin before na slow and sludgy.
Okay.
So, ayun. Well, that's, eventually naging Dozer.
So slow, heavy, yan. Which is parang Dozer din, Bulldozer.
Yeah.
So, a question for Jem, no? Paano
Yes,
nag-start itong banda na Dozer? How did it start?
Nag-start ito sa UST. So lahat kami art students sa UST noon. I guess parang sumabay siya sa time na nagkaroon ng band explosion ng 90s. So, alam mo so lahat ng sabi nga nila noon, pag nasa building ka nung college namin, pag nagbato ka ng coin sa labas, pag may tinamaan, sigurado may banda 'yon. So lahat kami may banda noon. Pero as I remember, merong isang parang college Battle of the Bands. So most likely yun ang nag-inspire sa amin. I had before we formed the band. Nagkaroon ng maliit na band competition. And nagmo-mosh pit kami and everything. Wala pang mga phones noon. Tapos parang the next, parang gawin natin to, men. Gusto namin sumali na, hindi na kami audience. So basically, yung time na yon from nag-start yung college band competition to the next one, kami na nga yung may banda na kami. Kami pa yung nag-organize nung band competition, yung event. So yeah, doon na nag-start yun.
Mosh pit, nakakamiss yung mosh pit. Wala nang mosh pit ngayon. Medyo civilized na yung gigs ngayon eh. Headbangan na lang. Okay. Next question will be for Rand and Jem. So, the bandang Dozer, who writes the lyrics or riff or melody? Sino nagsusulat sa inyo?
Actually, kaming dalawa ni Jem to. Yeah.
Paano yun? Kayo lyrics, kasi kayong dalawa, then you coordinate, sinishare nyo sa mga band members, or impromptu?
Ikaw muna dyan?
Sige. Ang nangyari, parang homework eh. Kanya-kanya. Gawa ko. Kung anong meron, tingnan natin, labas natin. Si Rans si Rans magaling magsulat ng lyrics. Malalim ang hugot niyan eh. Tapos, ayun, meron siyang basic tune doon. Tapos, kung kanta niya, may structure na somehow. Lalapatan na namin ng Kung kanta ko, meron akong basic, lalagyan niya ng kanyang version. So, tapos bass, papasok ang drum. So, yung direction ng tunog, nagmo-morph din. So, eventually, kung ano siya ngayon, yun na yun. Pero most of the songs, I think, initially, hindi siya yung intended na direction eh. So, yun. So, lahat may contribution dun sa kanta, basically.
Okay. Actually, for me, yung melody always comes first. Kasi yun nga, strong ng chords. Lahat nagsisimula kami sa acoustic. So, basically, nare-record namin doon sa cassette. Kasi, syempre, cassette tayo nung time na yun. Old school. Ayun. So,
tapos Walkman.
Yeah. Tapos pasa na yun yung copy ng dub ng tape. Tapos ito yung copy mo.
lagay sa kabila.
Tapos on weekends, mag-spend kami ng time sa isang bahay na. Tapos doon na mag-vault in na lahat doon.
Yeah. So,
tapos pagka yung tape, press mo na, lalagyan mo na ng papel para
maulit.
Tapos pencil para mag-rewind. Pagsira yun.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I have a question for Ron. Si Ron muna. What influenced your music? Anong influence nyo dito sa... personally, ikaw, anong personal influences mo sa music?
Yeah, the funny thing is kasi we became a band because we almost have the same influences. We like the same bands, but basically we have a very wide variety of influences starting from new wave hanggang to the 90s. For example, sa new wave, it shows in our cover sets when we do covers such as The Church, The Primitives, The Sound, Total Recall. Anybody knows that music? And then came into the 90s, we also went to that hair metal and metal phase. But then after that, the 90s came in with the so-called Seattle sound or the so-called grunge sound, which sort of cemented our music in terms of we have this melodic mixing to light to heavy from the 80s new wave, but punching it with heaviness of the 90s. Especially we were influenced by Tool, Soundgarden. We were covering Pearl Jam, Hum, and Helmet. So that's the that's the mixture of what we were playing before. And like I said, because of that, we were solid in what we actually like. That's why part of it came Dozer.
May isang banda na medyo parang nag-transition siya from new wave to ito medyo iba yung sound niya. Pixies. Nakikinig din ba kayo ng Pixies before?
Yeah.
We never covered, pero
Oo.
similar yung likes namin with Pixies.
Tsaka medyo ibang klase yung pagkanta ni ano eh.
Malakas yung impact
sige.
ng Pixies. Malakas yung impact ng Pixies sa start
Yes.
ng